The entire country is talking about the murder of a Texas sheriff's deputy, and thousands of Hillary Clinton emails are now public. That means it's time for the most timely 4 minutes in TV news. The Fox 4 with political analyst Ben Ferguson.
Steve, by the way,
a new term, political analyst? Or is that?
We'll take it. I like it. I'll work with it.
Okay, what are you going to say?
But no, I was going to say, shouldn't the hashtag for Texas right now be Bluebell? I'm just curious. I think that would have passed as well today, don't you?
I think on a day like today, yes, it would. All right, Ben, so since you're a political analyst, let's get you analyzing some stuff, all right? You ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, at 8 o'clock straight up tonight, the State Department dumped 7,000 pages of emails from Hillary Clinton's private email server. We're hearing about kind of things dripping out about emails with information about foreign leaders and interactions. Those documents are supposed to be kind of assumed classified. What do you think reporters are eventually going to find here?
Well, I think they're going to find a lot, and I think the way that you see Hillary Clinton and also her campaign talking about this, she knows she's in a lot of trouble here. There's two parts to this. One is the perception, and there was recently a poll that came out that said the #1 word that American voters associate with Hillary Clinton is liar. That is literally the worst word that you could have associated with you if you're running for the presidency of the United States of America. The second part here is then people are going to start to say, did she know what she was doing was wrong and incorrect? The answer seems to be pretty obvious. Yes, she knew that when she was talking about foreign leaders as being in charge of the State Department, that is under classified information because you're speaking on behalf of the policy of the United States of America. I don't think she can explain this one away, and I think that's why you see not only Bernie Sanders, but also Joe Biden, who's not even declared he's running. Both of them are rising in the polls, and she's in serious trouble.
She's been using very precise language, I've noticed.
Yeah, lawyer language.
I did not send or receive an email marked classified at
that
the
changes
time.
That changes an awful lot from a month ago when she said, I never received any classified information. I never sent any classified information from my private server. Now that's not true, and we all know it.
How often is email with, the Secretary of State, for example, retroactively classified? Because these 150 emails that are classified now, all retroactively were classified. Is that something that happens a lot, and should she have known that would happen with the stuff on her private server?
Based on people that I've talked to around the State Department, they said that when other secretaries of state have left, they have not gone back and reclassified hardly any emails because this wasn't an issue. This is kind of a way of some people covering their rear end, but also trying to minimize the damage that's already been done here. But Hillary Clinton knew that when you are sending these emails and you're talking about foreign leaders and foreign policies, that is based on classified information, and that would be something that hackers and others would want to get their hands on, and her private server put a lot at risk, and now people are seeing it.
All right, let's change direction. This horrible crime happened down in Harris County. Deputy Darren Goforth murdered, executed. You've been watching it play out. What are your thoughts?
Well, two things here. One, I think that the sheriff down there got it right when he said we need to start talking about all lives matter.
Right.
I mean, we had a Black Lives Matter rally that happened over the weekend in this country where they were literally chanting that they wanted to put pigs in a blanket and fry them like bacon while holding up a Black Lives Matter flag. And this wasn't 2 or 3 people. This was hundreds of people chanting this. There is a narrative in this country right now that the police are open targets for people that are angry, that you should go and shoot police officers to get even. And we need political leaders to step up and say this is unacceptable, and we're coming after anyone that even tries to do this. But we know that this is real. The FBI put out a warning to the entire country, all police departments, saying watch your back. There are people that want to kill cops just because you're a cop.
Let me ask you something. There's been some anger from the DA, who's an elected official, and that would be both politically expedient for her, but also she looks very powerful, saying it's time for the silent majority of this country to support law enforcement. And then the sheriff did come out and say, this Black Lives Matter message, the rhetoric has gotten out of control. Are they right? Is that the problem here, or is there other things at play?
Well, I think that's the biggest part of it. I mean, we even saw at the VMAs last night. I mean, at MTV, there was anti-police rhetoric used multiple times by influential singers and rappers, and there are people that are listening to that rhetoric, and it should stop and it should be corrected. We also have people that have come out in our own government who are acting like the police are the bad guys, and when we find out that in fact they they did not make a mistake. A great example is in Ferguson. That police officer, even looking at it through the lens of race through the Justice Department, they said he did nothing wrong. But the narrative of hands up, don't shoot, and he's an evil white cop wanting to kill an unarmed African-American man, even though we found out it wasn't true at the end, that narrative is still alive, and people are saying we want to get revenge.
Well, I'm hoping for the DA's silent majority.
I agree.
And
you know what?
The protest
and people,
yesterday, black, white, brown, that protest for the police officer. That was,
look, if there's anything from this,
all races, and that was a pretty good thing.
If there's anything that comes out of this, Steve, I hope that everyone that's watching tonight will start to rally behind police officers. When you see them, tell them thank you. When they're around you, say we have your back and we support you and we appreciate what you're doing, because they're putting their lives on the line now in a whole new capacity, being targeted this way.
All right, Ben, good message. I think the Fox 4 just took the Fox 7 minutes. Sorry, sorry, Kelly, the producer. Ben's email or Twitter account is @BenFergusonShow. Ben, thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.